So, hi everybody. Um, I saw the funny request in the group chat. So yes, I think we can also just get started with a group release. Um, so what is actually preventing you from allowing others to be exactly as they are? And then could you just simply welcome whatever that brings up inside? Whatever thought or feeling, whatever judgment, story, what apparently other person. And could you also welcome or notice any wanting to do anything with, about, or against this? And then check to see if there is any wanting for control, approval, security, separation, oneness attached to that. And then could you also welcome or notice the sense that this means something about you or who you are? The sense of it being personal, the sense of individuality, or there being an individual separate from other individuals. And then could you just grant others to be who or what they are? Could you just grant others to be who or what they are? Who are they in actuality? Who are they beyond thoughts and feelings? Who are they beyond the sense of it being personal? And let's do this one more time for good measure here, for good result. Could you just simply welcome or allow for what's between you and allowing others to be exactly as they are and who they are and what they are? And then could you just simply welcome whatever memory or person or behavior or judgment, whatever thought or feeling that brings up inside of you? And then could you welcome or notice or allow for any wanting to do anything with, about, or against this? any wanting to figure it out, any wanting to hold on to it, any wanting to release it, any wanting to believe it, or no longer believing it. And could you also notice any underlying wanting? Any underlying wanting for control, approval, security, separation, oneness. There's also any sense of liking or disliking, any sense of wanting to end it all or wanting to get it done, as well as any rejection or attraction, any sense of repulsion or wanting to hold things close. Any attachment or aversion. And could you also notice any sense that any of that is personal or means something about someone that appears to be separate, that appears to be individual? And then could you, instead of all of that, just grant others to be who or what they are? Because they are that. Because they appear that way. And because they are also that which isn't changing. That which is the same. Oh, we have a lot of hands. That's why I'm stopping the group release here right now. So, Lawrence, you want to go first?
Yes, Christoph, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear okay.
So, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, so I would like some assistance with dissatisfaction.
Okay.
I don't know, how to say this. I feel like I'm failing spiritually.
Yes.
My
So
mental state is, yeah, that's that's enough for you.
could you could you allow
Uh,
yourself to feel as unsatisfied or dissatisfied as much as you do? Or could you appear that way as much as you do? Or let it appear that way as much as it does?
yeah,
Then could you also welcome the satisfaction that you are, the feeling of satisfaction, the sense of satisfaction, the sense of being enough?
no.
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 Okay, then could you welcome the sense of no satisfaction, of dissatisfaction, of not enough satisfaction, of not being, having, or feeling enough.
Yeah, not being enough, yeah,
Yes.
or having
Maybe
enough. Yeah,
a sense of being a failure.
yeah,
Or,
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
and then notice any wanting to believe that.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
Mhm. And is there any underlying wanting? Any wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
Approval.
Mhm.
I want to be able to say I did it, I
Mhm.
achieved it, and
Mhm.
then I will be good. I will be a success.
Mhm. And what's between you and doing that?
um, Good question. The sense of resistance
Mhm.
or
And could
mental unrest or whatever.
yes. And could you allow
Mental.
yourself to appear as mentally unrested as much as you do?
Yeah.
Could you allow the mind to appear as unrest, as unresting as
Or
it does?
why I'll do it. Yeah, if I can allow that. Yeah, it's already doing
Mhm.
this. Like, yeah.
But is that the totality of who or what you are?
No.
So could you welcome more of yourself? Could you also welcome that which is at rest? Or that which is just simply aware?
A bit, yeah.
Mhm.
But it's fun. It's funny that there's actually it does seem there to be a part that really wants to hold on to the story of failure.
Mhm.
Yeah, quite
And
strongly actually.
could you allow yourself to hold on for a second?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And is that changing something?
Yeah. Actually, there is some sense of something shifting
Mhm.
in a yeah subtle way, but there's something going on.
Yes. And how do you feel now?
Some letting. Yeah. There's some sense of some letting go happening.
Mhm.
More on a physical level somehow.
Yes.
Or yeah.
And is there still some non-satisfaction or dissatisfaction or a
Of
feeling of
course.
not being enough?
Yeah. There's now it's shifted towards this is not enough.
Mhm. And could you
This
allow
sense
that
of
to happen?
contraction.
Yes. And then
Mm.
notice any wanting to change it or any hidden
Yes.
wanting to hold on to it.
Oh yeah, it's wanting to change it now. It does feel somewhat infantile.
And then could you notice that which is at rest or that which is enough?
Yeah, in the background.
Mhm. And then could you notice that which doesn't appear to be enough again?
Yeah, it's contraction and thoughts. Yeah.
Yes. And then could you just let that be as it appears to be?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then could you just notice, welcome or be that which is enough, which is satisfied, or which is having the feeling of satisfaction already?
No.
What do you feel now, Lawrence?
Resistant. Contracted.
Mm-hmm. Could you allow yourself to appear as contracted as much as you do?
Yeah.
And notice any wanting to do anything with, about, or against this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then could you also welcome or allow for relaxation? Could you allow yourself to be as relaxed as you are?
Yeah, a bit.
Mm-hmm. Then could you allow yourself to appear as contracted as much as you do?
Yeah.
And then could you allow yourself to be as relaxed as you are?
Yeah.
Or as contraction free as you can be?
Mm-hmm.
And could you allow yourself to appear as contracted as much as you do?
Mm-hmm.
And then could you just simply open to relaxation as best as you can?
Mm-hmm.
And what's happening with the contraction now?
Yeah, it's kind of like a loop. I I can't relax until I've somehow proven something or whatever. And because I can't relax, I'm also failing. So it's an infinite loop, kind of.
Could you,
Yeah.
could you welcome that? And is there any underlying wanting?
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm. And what does that look like?
It's wanting to control and then in order to get validation.
Uh-huh. And could you want that as much as you do?
Yes.
And could you also notice how the wanting appears to be personal?
Yes, it does. It appears to be my wanting,
Yes.
which is of course more failing. uh,
And what's beyond all that?
awareness.
If you allow the memory to just be as it was.
Or if I don't go into thinking, then
Mhm.
there's just this with some kind of energy. If I don't put the
Yes.
label on it, contraction, it's just whatever, density or
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
And
could you welcome any desire to go back to the mind?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there is.
And could you let go wanting to do that?
I need to give this a meaning, a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I could for now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could just relax into
What is?
the perceptions, whatever what is, yeah.
I have an idea for group release with that.
Yay.
We do that for a second. Don't lower your hands. We come back to you later. So let's check on the group. In this moment, could you just simply allow yourself to just sit back and then notice that desire to want to look or go for the mind? And is that coming from a wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness? And whichever wanting you're aware of, could you just simply allow that to be here now? And then could you also notice or welcome any sense that's personal about you or who you are? And then as best as you can, could you let go wanting to go back to the mind? Could you let go wanting to involve the mind? Could you let go wanting to be enslaved by the mind? Just a little bit. Goes a long way here. And could you just simply welcome intuition, knowingness, the power that knows the way, the power that knows how to run the body and also the mind. And notice that there is a difference. It looks different if the mind is guiding or if the power that knows the way is guiding the mind or the body mind. It's still involved. So let's do this again. Could you just simply welcome any remaining tendency to want to be, guided by the mind, to want to be somehow enslaved by the mind, to want to look to the mind? What does it have for me? What is it telling to me? How is it seeing the world? And any wanting to believe in that information that's being gathered there. And is that coming from or bringing a wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness? Whatever the wanting is, could you just simply welcome it and allow it to be here? And then allow it to be as personal as it looks to be, wants to be. And could you let go of wanting to be enslaved by the mind again? Could you let go of wanting to be the doer even, or the decider? And then could you just simply welcome up intuition, knowingness, the flow, the power that knows the way? Could you just simply welcome harmony? And could you allow the body-mind to be guided from here? Still in use, not useless. And notice again how that is kind of different. Notice how it is different if the mind is telling or if knowingness is guiding the mind. There's a gradual shift. And let's do this one more time. Could you just simply welcome any remaining tendency to want to be guided or enslaved by your mind or your body mind? Doesn't change that much. And also notice any bad feeling about it, any fear of doing it again, or any projection. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it again. Any sense of guilt, shame, blame. Then could you welcome any wanting to do anything with, about, or against that? Any wanting to release it or to live it or let it die? As well as any underlying wanting and any sense of identity with that. And then could you just let that go? Could you allow that to be as it appeared to be? Because it appeared to be that way. And then could you let go, wanting to be the slave of the mind again? And also notice that you have all the power to change here whenever you catch yourself and being somehow enslaved by the mind or by thoughts and feelings. And then could you just simply welcome knowingness, the flow, intuition, the power that knows the way. And then could you allow the body-mind to be guided from there or from that or from here? It's being guided there from it's being guided from there anyway. And mind, if it tries to guide, is just putting on top a lot of resistance. So could you allow the mind or the body-mind to be guided by harmony, by intuition? Okay. Let's check back with Lawrence. Lawrence, are you okay?
Yeah, this was great. I won't take any more time. I will keep. This is it showed me important stuff.
Good. Perfect.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's really a
Thank
key. It's really a key topic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Thanks so much, Christoph.
you're welcome. Okay, Andrea.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Let's see. I'd like to release that last release was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So what I'd like to release on is I have a son in college who's going through a lot right now, and we've just been trying different things, and I guess I'd just like to feel freer around supporting him, but not I get attached to trying to change the situation, get him to understand something or fix it or change it. And that last release was really helpful, just allowing beingness to be the informant as opposed to the mind. But I guess there's something there for me still about trying to fix over there, or he's anxious, so now I'm anxious. Or it's like trying to keep something from falling apart when
Yes.
maybe it'll fall apart. Maybe it will fall apart. I know I don't have much control over what happens there, and yet I'm his primary resource.
Mhm. So what's the now feeling?
Yeah,
Do you have a
yeah,
feeling now?
yeah, thank you. So I guess the now feeling is worry.
Yes.
Hmm.
And is there any of the wantings attached to that? Any wanting control, approval, security, wanting separation or oneness?
I want safety for him, but I think it's more like wanting control. Like I want to have things not fall completely apart.
Yeah. So could you want to control his situation as much as you do for a second?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Hmm.
And then could you let go of wanting to control his situation just a little bit?
Yes.
And then notice that you still have all the power to give him support. That's not a way because you released a little bit.
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
And notice that that support also comes from the heart or comes from intuition.
Mm. Mm. Yes, it does. Yes.
Mhm. You don't need to end anything there. Maybe just a little bit letting go of wanting around that.
Yes, the wanting is still there,
Mhm.
the pull, the holding on.
Yes.
Hmm.
So if you could help him better without the wanting, would you let it go?
Yes.
Mhm. And how does it feel now?
Softer, a little more open, with a little edgy, like a edgy kind of um, tension, an edgy kind of anxious tension in the
Could
space.
you allow yourself to experience as much tension as you do?
Yes.
And then could you also notice any sense of relaxation? Or what would be the opposite of tension for you? What would be a good word for you?
Yes. Letting go, relaxation.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Softening,
Yes.
trusting.
Mm-hmm. And could you welcome any remaining idea of tension or anxiety?
Yes.
And then could you allow that, could you just simply welcome relaxation or allow it to soften, or
Yes.
could you also let go wanting to take that or make that so serious?
Yes.
And could you allow it to soften even more? Could you allow for the relaxation?
Yes.
Is there still anything tense right now, or is it gone?
It's down by about 50%.
Yeah. Okay. And is there still any wanting to do anything with that? Any wanting to release it or hold on to it or
Yeah,
reuse?
release it, and then stay released. Yeah, let's release it and then stay released.
Just release and stay released.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's wanting control.
But you want to control as much as you do.
Yes.
Could you let go wanting to control just a little bit?
Yes.
Then could you allow it to soften again? Could you allow for the
Yes.
relaxation? Where's the tension level now?
Really low.
Uh-huh.
Really low. What came up there was, now I just want beingness to inform the mind. I like that. I really like that idea. Let's take the mind out of the driver's seat, please. Back seat. I think it's yeah. How do we keep beingness in the driver's seat? Make releasing constant. I'm feeling so much lighter.
Perfect. Are you
Thank you.
okay for now?
I am.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, Ronnie, your hand. You can speak up.
Oh, now that was just a game.
Yeah, now we have two people. Ronnie may wait, and Bobby is there also. Bobby?
Hello. It's just a game.
Okay.
Just releasing along with everybody. I'm just releasing is so much fun. Thank you.
Okay.
Going back in here.
Here I go.
Thank you for the game. Good. Okay, now let's switch to Ronnie.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that.
Okay. So, what's going on for you, Ronnie?
Hi.
Hi.
Uh, Life is going good,
Good.
and I just noticed, and I just like to give it over to the flow.
Mm-hmm.
But I see that I'm trying to control it, and also see it as a risk. The thing is that next week, my manager will talk to the director about my job,
Mm-hmm.
and I have now a job till the end of the year, and I would like someone to hold the job because it's a really nice job, and it's also a nice office where I'm working.
Yes.
So what I'm just feeling is that inside I like to control how they are speaking with each other, and that the outcome will be that it's that's another year or something like that that I can stay there.
Yes.
I just like to release it, just to give it over to the universe, to life.
Yes. So could you welcome the tendency of wanting to control that situation, that future situation that you're anticipating to happen?
Yeah, I can just feel it, so that's not the problem.
Mm-hmm. And then could you just let go a little bit of wanting to control the outcome or the situation or how the conversations will be?
Yeah, somehow it's really difficult, but
Mm-hmm.
I can try sometimes to let go a little bit also.
Mm. And then could you let go of that option of an outcome that you have in mind and open to a different outcome?
Yeah,
Maybe the mind is
I can
coming up
do that.
with more possible outcomes, so you could release all of them. I experienced that from time to time as well. That there was a situation arriving, and the mind is saying, "Oh, this may be the case how it looks like," and then I let go, and then it makes up another one, which is different, of course. Then I let that go, and then I notice, oh, nothing of that is going to be happening. It will be completely different than everything I had in mind before.
Yeah, I'm understanding that. The thing is, for me, is that I'm just seeing that what you're saying is true. So I like to control it, and then every time if I just let it go, then something else is plopping in my mind, like taking another job or something like that. But that's just more of the same. So to control that the finance will be there, but not
Yes.
how to say that. It's not going. It's not from truly being myself, and
Mm-hmm.
just let it go and just see some of this with what will pop up.
Mm-hmm.
It's more
But also check to
to
see what's the source of mind. What's the source of that anticipation?
this. It's a financial source. So after the 1st of January, then maybe I don't have a salary, so not an income. So
Mm-hmm.
it's more the
Okay.
financial part.
And is there any wanting activated with that? Any wanting security, for instance?
Yeah, because I still need to pay for the lawyer, things like
Yeah.
that. So it's
Yes.
security.
Mhm. And could you also notice how personal that appears to be?
It does, really does.
Mhm. And then could you just simply open to a better outcome, to a better result?
Yeah, somehow I'm
And
now getting some opening.
yes. And you don't have got to have a vision in mind. Most of us don't have perfect visions. But if you're just saying you're open to a better outcome and have a sense of slightly opening inside, that might be enough.
Yeah, I think
So
so. Yeah,
yes. So how do you feel now? What's the now feeling?
yeah, it's just slightly better, and I'm
Hmm.
just seeing what I was doing in the past always to
Hmm.
control the situation. So
Hmm.
I was really in my mind figuring a plan to control the situation with finance
Hmm.
instead of letting it go.
Is there still anything in the way between you and allowing the flow just to happen? The positive flow or the flow that serves you?
Yeah, the only thing that's between that is myself. It's my mind.
Is it actually there? Or is it just appearing to be there?
Yeah. It looks really real, but I know it's just appearing to be there.
Hmm. What's the source of the latest thought? Is there actually a me who has generated a thought? Or is it already deeper than a me?
Can you explain it one more time? Because I'm somehow not really understanding that.
Hmm. What's your latest thought? Do you have a thought? It doesn't have to make sense, by the
Mm,
way, the thought.
yeah, the thing is that I just started seminars from the 15th of August, and the function was not really uh, done right. So I'm now changing all the things from the basics,
Hmm.
and I like to finish it. So then I need another year for doing that. And with that, also, I have the financials to do that. So,
Okay. That there might be a solution of what you can do.
um, yeah, this Monday I will have a conversation with my manager, and then maybe I can say something to him. Not only that they need me some for not giving it away too much money to the constructors.
Hmm.
It's also that they need me for the basics, so the Excel sheets and all the things I'm going to fix that so that can go faster.
Hmm. Okay.
That's a possibility that I saw, but I'm also thinking maybe it's a fix, but yeah.
Hmm. Now tell me, what's the source of those thoughts we just shared? Is there actually a separate me who has told me that? Or is it already beingness?
Of course, it's also beingness.
Yes. You know, that can crack things open sometimes as well, as if we think too much about the mind and the mind is in the way. Check to
Mhm.
see if there is a mind or if there's just thoughts arriving. And what is the source of those thoughts?
Okay. Okay.
If you trace it back to the source.
Okay.
What if mind is just a concept we put on top in order to to describe the sum total of all our thoughts and feelings. Yet,
Yeah, you're right. So the thing that I'm having
concept.
in mind is that when I had an injury because somebody hit me, then I couldn't think. So only intuitions came, and that was really nice because it didn't took a lot of energy for me. So somehow I like to go back to there.
Yes.
So if I'm thinking about it, and you're right, Simon, then immediately I'm thinking, okay, that's not right.
But do you need to
Just
go
let it go.
anywhere in order to be beyond the mind?
Mhm. Okay,
Or can it just happen?
I'm getting it.
Yes.
Okay.
So all I want you to see is who you are and who or what the thoughts are coming from. Seeing that there is no actual mind, that there's just thoughts arriving, is helping you to being what you are.
Okay.
You know, there can be worse thoughts, and then you can ask yourself, okay, what if that thought is already love? Or what if that thought is already beingness? Or what if you can also ask, this is my thought, this is God's thought. This is my thought, this is God's thought. Or this is my thought, there is no me who has a thought, yet there is a thought. So
Yeah, that's really good.
Experiment holistically with those things. If you feel too stuck in mind activity, in minded activity or thought activity.
The thing is that it just I don't know how to say it similar in English, but in Dutch you say a quarter has four, so the quarters are falling right. So I don't know if that's exactly also similar in German, because I was listening to a YouTube film of non-violence communication, and then he said, so if, for instance, I have a thought and I just say that thought and it doesn't feel right, I can just let it go. Then you know sometimes it's not something that's in line with you.
Yes.
And that's really nice sometimes to have that. So also if we have a need, for instance, I think my need is to clean the dishes.
Yes.
And I've been cleaning the dishes. And after that, I think, or I feel, no, it's not really similar as the thing. Then you know that. So it's also something. Okay.
Yes. And you can make this even bigger. If you can let go of thought, you can let go of feeling. You can trace the thought back to the feeling, and then you could release even more. Or you release programming. Feelings is also programming. So that's also possible.
Okay.
It can be really big chunks. Sometimes I find myself just watching what the mind is presenting, and it makes something really big, and I have a feeling with it, and then I just allow the whole thing, even releasing questions, to completely release all of it, even if the mind is playing with the Sedona method. That too may just release.
Okay, great.
And sometimes that can be really big chunks that
I
just
can understand it.
release, really nuggets. And then you feel better very soon, very quick. And sometimes it's too much. Hale mentioned that as well. Sometimes we need little steps, increments. You notice, oh, it's not working with too much. then you need to poke little holes and go from there, and it goes better.
The thing is that I have now a big gain is because what I was seeing is that before when I was having a thought
Mhm.
and it's not a good thought,
Mhm.
then I'm not in that moment because I'm thinking about how will I get a new thought, a good thought.
Yes.
But just when you were saying it, it felt like I'm always in the now, but it feels that I don't know how to explain this in words, but it's just like a door opens for being more in the now. That's the thing,
Yes.
because now I can just let it go and then maybe say it and then see what it's doing and then okay. So thank you.
Yeah. Are you okay for now?
Yeah, more than.
Good. Perfect. Good. We have one more head. Barbara, can you unmute?
Yeah, hi, Christopher.
Hi.
Christoph, sorry.
Okay.
I got a lot of stress. I can't go into it now, unfortunately. But yeah, it's really bad. I don't know how to resolve this issue. And yeah. And I've
I'm
got really short time because in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I have a call with somebody. And yeah, and I'm tense about that now too because I'm not prepared.
okay. Wouldn't you mind me doing a group release?
No, no.
Or is it
I
better for
have
you
to
to
have,
work one-on-one?
yeah, not in this situation.
Okay. So what's the now feeling? Can you catch any of the now feelings?
Tightness in the chest and just
Yeah.
totally stressed. And I
Yes.
feel like I can do 1,000 releases, but this isn't going to, there's
Yes.
nothing that's going to help.
Could you welcome the whole sense of stuckness?
Yeah.
Mhm. And then notice that wanting or any wanting to change the stuckness, any wanting it to be different, any wanting to feel better, any wanting to be prepared for the next appointment.
Yeah.
And then notice any underlying wanting for security,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
any wanting to end it all or get it done, any wanting to let it die, any wanting to release.
I feel like I just want to die and just jump off the roof. And I mean
Yeah.
that really seriously. I do not mean that as a joke.
Yes. And then also notice the sense that it is personal about you or who you are.
Yes.
And then could you also notice that which allows for that trouble?
Yes. I feel like, Christoph, that there's nothing that I can do about this situation. I'm stuck in it.
Mhm.
It's
So
hard to explain
that-
it.
why not just doing nothing?
I wish
Why
I could do nothing. I would.
why not just watching it?
I wish I could.
You know, what if it's dissolving by itself?
Well, let's put it this way. I yeah, well maybe. I was told yesterday that there's a court order for me, and I told one person I'm not picking it up, and I had a big fight with them, and I just had another big fight with them. Yeah, and I'm stuck in the middle because of it.
And notice all you wanting that to be different.
Yes.
All you wanting to change what was. All your sense of conflict
Yes.
between what was and how it should be.
Yes.
And then could you allow it to appear as conflicted as it likes to be for a second?
Yes.
And is that bringing any wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
Separation, control, a lot of them. Security.
Could you want that separation and security as much as you do?
Yes.
And then just for now, could you let go wanting that?
Yes.
And then could you allow yourself to have security, to be secure
If I could, I would.
as best as you can?
Yeah.
Let's do this a little bit bigger. Could you just simply welcome whatever sense of conflict there still appears to be?
Yes.
Whatever thought, feeling, memory, the whole spin of energy, the whole vortex.
Yeah.
And then could you allow all that energy just to spin?
Yes.
All the thoughts, feelings, pictures, emotions, sensations, memories. Could you allow them just to spin? And could you also allow to spin all the wanting with it?
Yes.
All the wanting control, approval, security, separation. All you wanting to do something with, about, or against this.
Yes.
All you wanting to release, all you wanting to hold on, all you wanting to let go, and all the conflicts.
Yes.
And could you allow them all to spin?
Yes.
That they can pass through each other. And then could you also welcome or notice or allow to spin the sense that that is personal,
Yes.
that they are personal thoughts, feelings, memories, experiences, judgments, conclusions.
Yes.
Could you also allow that all to spin?
Yes.
And then could you allow that to just spin out of existence? Allow it to spin so much that it just dissolves.
Yeah. Would if I could. Yeah.
As far as possible.
Yeah.
Then could you welcome intuition? Could you welcome the flow?
Yes. I could. If
Could you
it's possible.
welcome,
Yeah.
yes, proactive ideas?
Yeah.
Could you welcome the power that knows the way?
Yes.
So how is it now?
A little bit better. I just think this situation, there's no way it'll change, but I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Yes.
All right, thanks,
Mhm.
Christoph.
You may do it from the heart as best as you can.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
Okay, everybody. So I think we are done with the English Saturday support call. So everybody can unmute who likes to. I say bye-bye for today. With the English support call, in 8 minutes, I will start, or 7 minutes now, the German extension of the call. It will be in German language. So everybody have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.